Hello and welcome to Planet Coaster episode 13. In this episode we do a couple of bits actually. I've put the title as Cheery Village because we make a little cheery village. But first of all I wanted to add some snow and finish off the city for Santa's sleigh ride. I didn't want to make it like a wash with snow, just a full covering. Just think it's been snowing for a little bit and it's sort of going away now because it's not always snowy Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So just having some snow put on the roofs of buildings that can be seen from above during the ride, and which is mostly this side because the chain lift is over here, and then adding on some other touches to the buildings and the city. So here you go, just adding some snow to the area. Thinking, what else could I do? Have a look at this. And then we actually go for a ride. This is in real time, so enjoy. Sorry about the non-smoothness of the ride, but I will stop talking. So this one is Snowstorm as we peek across and enter the storm of snow. And coming back into the station, that was Snowstorm. Before we switch out onto the Howling Wind. Now, sorry about, especially in the Snowstorm at the start, has the unsmooth drop. But I do like the fact the timings are quite well. You see the other coaster a lot during the run there. It's quite similar with the Howling Wind, but sometimes just not as many frequent witnesses of the other coaster. But I think that's just because of the angle. I didn't look up or down or around, but I'm sure if you're actually on the ride, you would see it a lot more. Anyway, I will be quiet for the actual ride. So I bid you a bon voyage. And here we come entering the station on the Howling Wind. Hopefully you enjoyed those coaster rides. So now I turn my attention into the section with the clock tower now. And the gift emporium is a bit plain. Noticing I've got loads of speakers from the buildings from behind. So getting rid of them. But yeah, this section was a bit plain. I did touch on it on a previous video that I wanted to come back and add some more to it. So I didn't want to add any more buildings because, you know, this little square area was taken up with buildings. And I noticed some rubbish, so bins aplenty. And then adding in some benches as well for people to rest their weary feet. And so adding a couple more janitors and making sure they're still paid well enough to never quit, because that can be a pain when just people quit because not trained enough or getting too low wages. So I'll just give them $900 a week or whatever it is. They're happy enough with that. So this is the entrance to Cheery Village. I was still using our Snow Village entrance. I do like this banner. Picking a sign. Use nope, too small. And then settled on one of my favourite ones. I almost went for a plain one, but no, need to keep it thematic. And went for Cheery Village. So cheery. And Christmas colours. Okay, so I thought we need some flat rides, and it's because of the Cheery Village, I didn't want anything too extreme. So we have the twirling teacups. I tried to get the balloon ride in here, but no, it wouldn't fit. So frustrating. So I went for the chair swingamajig. Okay, I think I called the chair swingamajig Dream Chasers, and I can't remember what I called the key type. I think it was like Fantasy Tea or Tea Surprise, something like that. Can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, now having a short exit, because that's always what you want, a short exit, and a long queue, because these flat rides get awfully popular. So I'm renaming the teacups, add in the front, because I like having the signage saying which they are, and I like to keep them consistent throughout a section of the park. They don't have to be consistent throughout the whole park, but just a section of the park should be consistent. So we go for the Dream Chaser, which was true. And what did I end up calling the teacups? Tea Surprise! I was right, it was a tea surprise. So I thought, a bit fed up with having snow all the time, so I thought, why some greenery? So I thought I'd add like a hedge maze. Well, not as an actual maze, but that sort of topiary type inspired design to this area. Using like these well trimmed bushes. Now, thank you, that's enough of that. So yeah, a well trimmed bush makes all the difference in the park. So just dividing up the rides nicely. Again, tried to do some copying, didn't work out, so it goes just line up by eye, because I'm lazy. I couldn't be bothered to make sure every piece was completely straight. There's the human touch, and add in some very stylized trees into my park and into the line queue. I like the pyramid ones actually that frame the entrance. And then just try to look together a bit with the snow and some snow to the hedges to show that it has been snowing in this area, but not under the building, because that's been sheltered. And make a little snowman. Some children have made a snowman in our garden with some nice fluffy earmuffs. And try and get the scarf to fit. There we go. And twizzle it. There we go. Lovely little snowman. And now the same with the teacups. Now I didn't want to make it a hedge, so I found the statue and make this really creepy, like people watching the teacup surprise. I think it is, it was a bit creepy now, but at the time I thought, yeah, let's have some statues watching like a royal audience of the princesses and the jesters watching the children on the teacup, well, and adults too. Sounds too creepy. It's just so I thought, what? But it would be good to have all these statues backs just to the people who are on the path. So I ended up using the hedges again. It's not sort of hide the people behind the hedges. So here you go. Making my hedge roads. Do. Put them in. Go on, hedges. See, even though I don't care about straightness too much, I do have a point where I'm like, no, that's not good enough. Even I have standards occasionally. Just finishing off this little hedge. And I thought, no, actually, this bit has got more sun, so I'll keep it free of the snow. And I thought, I'll add one more rider to the crazy because I wanted the balloons. So I put a little thing there. Now, I must admit, I went a bit lazy with the queue and the scenery to get the scenery to 100%. But I actually quite like the fact I went for the, above the trees. Because I want the balloons, they rise. I wanted to have this little hidden thing with the balloon ride. So I basically put my above the tree sign to blue because how daring of me, and then just filled the place up with trees like it's a hidden ride in the woods. I think it turned out quite well. I quite like the fact that it's just there off the beaten path, and you wouldn't really notice the ride was there unless you're paying attention to the noises and the paths and the big sign that says above the trees. But you can't see it from the path, so you're like, oh, what is the above? What could above the trees be? And anyway, just making sure that everything was nice and cozy. I felt this part, this didn't have the best scenery options, so I just had some presents and trees, because this was more of the Christmassy side of the village. So just a few more presents and Christmas trees, just to Christmas it up a bit. And that's it for this video, really. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, anything if you want to, and I will see you in the next video when we'll be doing some more Planet Coaster and building other things. So thank you and goodbye.